and I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am. Okay, so Instagram, thank you for always being here. It is 12:30 exactly on the dot. So I'm going to come back here a little bit, and we'll just wait for a few minutes here. We have this flyby tonight with the Thunderbolts, and I hope some of you caught it. My cat, my kitty cat, baby doll, sent me the text this morning letting me know. But unfortunately, it's starting at the same time, and it's flying by for to honor the frontline workers. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully, those of us that didn't get to see it, we'll see it later on TV. All right, you guys. So we're going to begin. I have had 7 weeks of technical issues, but I'm not going to get into all that right now. Just suffice it to say that we are in our 7th week of doing these classes. Some of you have been on for 7 weeks. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that. Because you know, when I decided to do this 7 weeks ago, and by the way, someone won the trivia already that I posted earlier on Facebook. I started on March 16th. Today is April, I don't know what. I just know that it's week 7. And in addition to the technical issues that I've had, Facebook is calling me back after class. That is crazy, to figure this out. But in addition to that, I've been able to reach some people that have never done yoga before. So this is pretty cool, and this is why we do it. I got this shirt. This is kind of an old shirt, and I got this shirt in my training, and I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if you can see that because, you know, things are backwards on camera. But basically it says, the magic is in the movement. The beauty is in the breath. And the power is in the pose. So I will repeat that throughout, and that's going to be our theme today, Tuesday. You know, on Tuesdays I've been doing these little themey type classes, and then Thursdays we've been doing yoga lattes. So, and I've sprinkled in a couple of chair yogas in there, but then I went on to chair yoga on Zoom. So I'm doing chair yoga on Zoom, and I'm doing meditation on Zoom. That is by invitation, so if you're interested, please DM me. That's the only way I'm going to know that you're interested, and I'm going to need your email so we can send you an invitation. All right, what else do I need to say? Nothing. This is a half-hour class. It is now 12:34. Hey, Kimmy Kim, my girlfriend, my BFF from way back in the day. So we're going to continue at least another week, because then that'll be 8 weeks that I've been doing this. So if we want to continue beyond that, I don't know, let me know. So let's begin. All right. We sit comfortably. Remember that if you're watching and only watching, you might as well do it, right? So even if you don't do all of it, do some of it, okay? Everyone can do some of it. There's no question about it, all right? So again, let's sit upright, always drawing the belly button towards the spine. Tailbone goes under, kind of just tucks underneath there just a little bit. Open up the chest, open up that heart, relax the shoulders. Bring the shoulder blades a little bit closer together. It's as if we're holding a horizontal pencil between our shoulder blades. And then the crown of the head as if it's magnetized with the ceiling above. So it's a little energetic pull upwards. Okay? And we breathe. That's it. We have to center ourselves. So I was crazy this morning, continuing with my technical issues. Facebook calls me. Facebook called me back. Like, that's, I can't even, I'm still like, it's like a superstar calling you, right? Called me like right before this class, and I was like, I cannot believe you're doing this. But he promised, Noah promised that he'd call me back after class. I'm like, I can't lose you. So hopefully my issues will be resolved when he calls me back. But I was dealing with all that, my mother, my baby love, etc., etc., etc. And I am a type A personality through and through. New Yorker through and through, okay? A woman of a certain age through and through. So craziness is always, swirling around. And then I come and I sit. And I take a breath. Let's take another breath. Inhale. And exhale. And when I get onto my mat, onto my seat, I check all that shit at the door. I check it all out there. And it'll be out there when I'm done with this class. But I'll be able to address it from a different perspective. So I don't know what to tell you. Yoga can save your life. I'm not even, exaggerating, not being dramatic. Okay, it's a truth. So let's take a couple more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And we'll bring our hands together at heart center, centering ourselves right here, right now. Let's go ahead and close our eyes for just a couple of seconds. Stay with your breath. And so we're not manipulating the breath right now. We're just watching over the breath. And just really take a second to acknowledge that beautiful, wonderful, amazing breath. The greatest gift we've ever gotten. And during this time of quarantine, let's take a second and not only give gratitude for our own breath, but let's go ahead and give gratitude on another level. Send wishes. Send that good energy out there to people that are unfortunately needing a respirator these days. And maybe it'll stop us in our tracks to give a little gratitude for our own breath. Beautiful. So our intention for the class today, the theme, again, I've had these little themes every Tuesday. Thursdays is straight up Pilates. But I've had these little themes, right? Grounding, and last week I think we did hips and the combating, all the sitting and lounging that many of us have been doing. And today, when I put on the shirt, which, like I said, it's kind of an old shirt, like really old. I bought it when I got my training 15 years ago. And so I'm going to turn around again. Let me know if you could actually read it. And, type it in. Let me know that you've read it. I like to do these little trivia questions. I'll throw them at you maybe next time or in a week from now or maybe during this class. I have a shop, a boutique, and I don't know if that boutique is going to survive this virus. So I've got a lot of stuff, good, fun, healthy, wellness, spiritual, yogic stuff. And there's a short list, or it's becoming a little bit longer, of people that have already won prizes, and they're going to come to the boutique and they're going to get their prizes in a couple of weeks when all this nonsense is over. or to some degree. So anyway, someone already won the prize this morning. The question was, the trivia question, Trivia Tuesday was, what was, on what day did I begin this? And I gave a couple of clues, a couple of hints, starting with the picture that I posted. And all you had to do is scroll down. And anyway, somebody won already. If you are on Facebook, you probably know who that person was. If you're on Instagram, you might not know, so you still have a chance to win. What was the day that I began all of this free live classes? It was 7 weeks ago, but what date? All right, so let me turn around, and here we go. Tell me if you can read this. Da, 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 da. So this shirt, as I said, I got about 15 years ago. It's super inspirational to me. I've got it in many colors, and I've since created my own, and I sell them at the boutique. So if you were able to read this, hi Bindra, you're so sweet. Margarita, Susie Q, Kimmy Kim, Patrick, there's my kitty cat. All right, so if you read that, let me know. I will say what it is in a little while, but that's the theme of our class, okay? So, one more breath. So, one of the 3 things that it says on the back there is, the beauty is in the breath. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's start moving those arms through water, right? So imagine your arms are going through water. We might go a little bit longer than the 30 minutes today, only because I've been chatting a lot. Not a lot, but some. Move the arms through water. I'm going to put the music on in a second, but we are going to do some movement. And the other thing it says, the magic is in the movement. And we'll meet at heart center, continuing to breathe. The beauty's in the breath. Hands go to the thighs. We're going to go ahead and roll those shoulders. You know, it's all about the warm-up. It's all about releasing that tension. Oh my gosh, I can actually feel the knots pulling in my shoulder girdle. And we'll stop. We'll take it in the other direction, so up, forward, and down. So Facebook already won the prize, but did Instagram? Who on Instagram can tell me when I began these classes? Let me know for the Instagram prize. All right, and we'll drop the shoulders, bring the ears side to side, ears side to side. And wonderful. Come back to center, pull the spine straight up, inhale the arms up. We're just going to gently bring it down. And I'm pulling back. So bring it down to the floor and relax. So on your forearms, hand over hand for ice cream cones, whatever feels comfortable for you. You're pulling your tailbone down into the earth and releasing. You're opening up that lower back, the lumbar spine, and you're allowing the back muscles to surrender. This is a pose. This is a pose. It's a restorative pose, and it's an important pose. All these restorative poses. So you work the strengthening poses, and then you relax into the restorative pose, and they're both poses. So there's the third thing. The power is in the pose. Relax. One more breath. I'm going to put the music on. You continue to breathe. Another couple of breaths. Never mind one. A couple of breaths because it's so delicious. Okay. And we're going to start moving. So here we are. Scoop out the belly around the spine. Walk it up. One vertebra at a time. Inhale, the arms go up. Reach and twist. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Inhale, heart center. Lift it up. You're going to interlace your fingers, point, and gently take it to the other side. Opposite of your hip, so you are going towards your left, and your right hip is pulling down. And look up and breathe. I'm going to just turn it down a little bit. And wonderful. We're going to use the core to bring it back to center. Lift up, take it to the other side. And now you're pulling that opposite hip down as your fingers go over your head and towards the opposite side. Use your core, come back to center. Hands go nice and wide on the floor. Tuck your toes and walk it out. Downward facing dog. And both heels go up and both heels go down. Bring the right foot forward and just pulse. Allow the front of the left hip flexor just to, get a nice gentle warm up. Breathe. And wonderful. And we're going to pull it back and we're going forward. And I'm just going to change this a little bit. All right. And let's go one more round here. Okay. And so we're going back and forth, working the back of the legs, those hamstrings. Nice warm up and beautiful. And gently release, relax, inhale, look up. The power is in the pose. Drop that left knee. Inhale, the arms go up, reach up, take it all the way back. Lift your chest, lift your heart. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, go to heart center, twist. Bring that right elbow outside the left leg. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. Exhale, release once more. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it down. Tuck the left toes, lift and step together. Bend the knees, round the spine, roll it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, shoulders, neck, and head. Heel both toes, mountain pose, Tadasana. And this is a pose, and it's super important. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so inhale up, the hips go up, the heart goes up, and beautiful. We step back, down dog, walk it out. Both heels go up, both heels go down, left leg goes to the sky, bring that left foot forward. Drop the front of the right and just, if it looks funny to you, just hear what I'm saying. So it should be the front of your right hip flexor, or your right hip flexor, the front of your hip, and beautiful. And then we pull back and forth. Breathe. And wonderful. There's a lot of snap, cracking, and pop in my bones. Bring that right knee down. Power in the pose. Inhale. Exhale. And allow not to hang out in your lower back, but lift through your chest. And come back. Tuck the toes and step together. Bend the knees. Round the spine so you can feel one vertebra at a time, stacking on one on top of the next. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shoulders, neck, and head. Mountain. Beautiful. So we're going to step back. We're going to go through our warrior series. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. The beauty's in the breath. So we're pointing our pointers We're stepping back with the leg. Bend that front knee over your ankle. That back foot is on a 45-degree angle. Inhale. Lift. Come over. Interlace. Expand that chest and release. Take another breath. Press into the earth, and up you go. Strong legs. Power in the pose. Inhale. Beauty in the breath. We're going to take this and open it up into Warrior Two. So that front leg doesn't really move too much, but you can adjust so your heels are on the same line. Imagine that you're like on a balance beam. Okay, so Warrior Two. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your shoulder blades are closer together. Your arms are stretching out, and you want to feel the energy. I feel like this music is, I don't know, it's a bit too close. Let me know if it's too loud. Hey, Rama. So, hi, Maria. Yeah. So you want the energy right out of your fingertips, right? Okay. And you're kind of clawing your toes. I'm not saying your toes are claws, but you're clawing your toes to the earth. You're allowing that energy to come up your legs. You want to feel the power in your legs. Inhale. Exhale, take it to Gentle Warrior. And if it feels right for you, you can bring your arm behind you. Oh, it's so delicious. Inhale and exhale. Use your core to bring yourself back. Take your forearm to your thigh. Bring your right hand to the sky. Your left, I don't know where you're at. No worries. Stay with the flow. And we're reaching over the head. And this is like one of my favorite delicious stretches. From that heel all the way up the side body and out the fingertips. One more breath. Bring your arm up to the sky. Use the core, press into the earth. Bring it back, Warrior Two. Heart center. Feet forward. Hands go to the hips. Get the hips all the way back. And breathe. So you're like the number 7. And what we're doing here is we're pulling back on the hips as if you want the hips to sit up against the wall behind you. Hands go to the floor and we surrender. So this is an inversion, and an inversion, we're not doing the crazy inversions, but we can, but we're not. We're doing gentler inversions, and that inversions are really good. Really, it washes out your brain. So if you suffer from headaches, if you have glaucoma or anything like that, high blood pressure, you don't want to be here too long. Otherwise, just relax. Hands go to the floor, and we'll heel toe it back. Bend the knees, round it up. Inhale, the arms go out. We'll take it in the opposite direction. So 45-degree that back foot. The hips go forward. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, interlace, and surrender. The power is in the pose. Inhale. The beauty's in the breath. Exhale. Open up. How you doing? Gentle warrior. Some people call it reverse. I like gentle. Bring that arm behind you and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. There's that delicious side body stretch. Come back. Warrior two. Heart center. Feet forward. Hands go to the hips. Heels. Thanks for the heart. Thanks for the like. I can't see if anyone's saying anything, but I see the little hearts. Okay, check it out. We don't get hearts when we do Zoom classes. So it's fun to get them here. Inhale up, everybody. Hips forward. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, step back. Down dog. Forward for plank. Take it down for Chaturanga Dandasana. Through baby cobra, full cobra. Take a look over your right. Take a look over your left shoulder. Come back to child's pose. Remember what I said at the beginning? Restorative poses are just as important as those strengthening poses. So surrender, allow your hips to settle. And if it's too much to do it like this, you can open your knees and relax. Okay, inhale. Josh Groban. Let's bring the knees together and we're going to sit. If this is too much, don't be, don't try to be a rock star. You do that. Okay? We're going to do camel pose. Camel pose. We'll do a modification for it, okay? So, we're going to get on our knees. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands into your back pocket so you're supporting your lower back. Elbows behind you. Start forging those hips forward, the front of the hips forward. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can stay here, or you can tuck your toes, and find your heels. Camel pose. And we'll come back the way we went into it. Say goodbye. I think next week, maybe. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, heart center. We're going to reach forward and we're going to go through our flow, our vinyasa flow, it's called. Okay? So here we go. We're here. Tuck. Reach forward. Step forward. Straight legs, straight arms. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, step back with one. Step back with the other. Forward for plank. Down for chaturanga, through baby cobra, full cobra, up dog. Roll or tuck your toes. Right leg up, right foot forward. Inhale. So you can bring that knee down. Sorry, that's what we did at the beginning. Exhale. The magic is in the movement. If you want a little more, lift that leg or just keep it down, either way. Oh, too much hair. Exhale. Down dog. Left leg forward, step forward. Straight leg, straight arms, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back. We didn't do that last time. Forward, chaturanga through baby cobra, full cobra and up dog. Roll, tuck, left leg up, left foot forward. Exhale. Oh. Exhale. Child's pose. Relax. So we'll take our arms behind us, interlace those fingers, and see if you could just pull down a little bit. And slowly we come up. I lost my footing there. And that's because I've got like this crazy situation going on here. And I didn't realize it was going to throw me off kilter. Okay, so let's see. How are we doing? So we're going into overtime just a little bit, but not too much because unfortunately, fortunately, I have the Facebook issue, but fortunately I got a Facebook person calling me, so I'm good. Let's go ahead and I'm good for today. Tomorrow, if you're on Zoom, we'll see each other there. Otherwise, on live, we'll be here on Thursday, same time, 12:30, for yoga lattes. Okay? So I hope you caught everything, you know, all these little nuances I mentioned today, because there's a trivia, I'm sure, brewing in there somewhere. Inhale. The magic is in the movement. Inhale. Exhale. The beauty is in the breath. Lift up. Stretch your spine and create a little more space between each disc in your spine. Up, up, up. And the power's in the pose. Exhale. Bring it down. Inhale up and stretch. Up, up, up. Exhale, release. One more time. Get a little bit taller. It's possible. Lift the spine up, up. Space between each disc. Up, up. And down, down, down. Hands go to the sides. Drop the chest. The neck. The head. Scoop out the belly. Round the spine. Inhale, push forward, and come up. Exhale. Inhale, chest goes first. Drop it. The neck, the head, scooping around. Inhale, push forward, and come up. Beautiful. That's one of my favorite stretches. Draw the belly button in, and we'll tuck. And as we tuck the belly button in towards the spine, we twist. So just in case you didn't, thanks Kimmy. Takai, loving you, babe. I have a feeling you're going to win a prize one of these days. Carlitos, ¿cómo estás? Te extrañamos. Okay. Tap, 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 tap. Center. Inhale. Pull it out and exhale as we release. Inhale, exhale. The magic is in the movement. And release. And breathe. Inhale. Beautiful, guys. All right, we're going to do one final twist to detoxify those abdominal organs and let that spine be just a little more flexible for the rest of the day. Okay, so inhale, we twist. Take a full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Don't forget to breathe. The beauty's in the breath. Don't forget to move. The magic is in the movement. And you know, strike a pose. Strike a pose. The power's in the pose. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you coming. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye. End. And